What's up, everybody? Today's episode of General Hospital felt like a Friday's episode, but it was so good today. Let me just say this: people kind of took what I said about Sam out of context in a way. I'm not saying nobody can't be a Sam fan. I'm definitely not telling y'all that. That's not what I was trying to say. Um, as far as me being a Sam fan, I've always been a Sam fan, even during her worst times, like where I didn't like her. But it kind of turned me off, like, because you want to know what? I was just so upset yesterday when I seen her kissing McBain. And I told people, and she confirmed today's episode, she confirmed what I was trying to tell people yesterday. She wanted the damn kiss with McBain. People don't do things that they don't want to do. She admitted that he didn't do anything she didn't want him to do. She wanted him to kiss him. The affection between the two of them was inevitable. So why is people like certain people jumping on me about it? I'm like, I'm just speaking how I feel. This is my opinions. This is how I feel. I'm not telling anybody they can't be fans of Sam. That's not what I'm saying. I'm still a Sam fan, but I was just a little pissed off yesterday and I was venting about what I saw. So that's all I'm saying. I actually liked Sam and Jason a hell of a lot better before they got married when they were just dating. I think they were a way better couple when they were just dating and knocking boots. That's just how I feel. Marriage, it kind of complicates shit. I noticed that like marriage complicates everything. The whole game changes when you get married. And the rape and all that, it didn't help matters. You know what I mean? But ever since they got married and that honeymoon, they haven't really been happy. Ever since that rape happened, they've never been the same again. I don't blame either one of them for how they feeling. But when married couples take off their wedding rings, that's a badass sign. But I'm glad Sam put it back on though. Today's the only episode where I really tolerated Christina. The only because she made a couple valid points, and I like how she was defending Jason and stuff like that. My thing is Sam kind of making everything out to be Jason for the downfall of their marriage when no, baby, it takes two to break up a marriage. She had her hand in this shit too. I'm like, I understand she's like I said plenty of times. I get she's grieving, but I think that once she finds out that her son is alive and they find out that the son is Jason's, I think the whole game is gonna change for the two of them. And I think we're gonna definitely see a Jasam reunion. I'm just tired of all the Jasam drama. That's why I'm frustrated as hell with both the characters. I'm tired of the drama between them. They went from so happy to so pissy at each other. They went from 0 to 60 that quick. Ready for a divorce and being separated and kissing other people is sickening as fuck for me to watch it. It's very sickening, especially coming from a person who's been a supporter of Jasam for on and off for 8 years. And that's why I was so upset by it. I'm not saying I hate Sam or anything like that. Hell no, I don't. But when Sam said Jason changed, I'm thinking in my head, so the hell did you? Where did the badass Sam go? The chick that would shoot side by side with Jason, those nice pistols that they had. What happened to that Sam? Sam that would, no question, kick Heather Weber's ass with no hesitation. That's the Sam I miss. I don't like this Sam. I like the old Sam. Badass Sam that don't take no shit and no for an answer. That's the Sam I miss. And that's all I've been trying to say. But people, of course, been taking it out of context. But I'm here now correcting and, trying to make it more clear of what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, I love the scenes between her and Christina because Christina finally put some shit into perspective. Michael and Jason, I love the scenes between the two of them. It's like they kind of do resemblance each other. Chad Duell and Steve Burton. They look like Michael looks like a mini Jason. In a way, he do look like him. They look like they could be brothers. Um, but Michael, I like when Michael talks to Jason because he makes a lot of sense. And I think he says the shit that Jason needs to hear that nobody's really saying to Jason that's not getting through. And Michael is pretty much the only person advice that Jason would really listen to. I mean, when him and Sonny are talking, Jason listens to Sonny sometime, but as far as advice, I'm glad that he listens more in depth. I'm glad he really listens to Michael because Michael makes a lot of sense. Um, I'll get back to Jasam in a minute. Stephen Weber, Stephen Lars, whatever. Um, he's starting to piss me off, but I'll get to him in a second too. I just want to jump on this Liz situation. Let me tell you something. Elizabeth fooled me too, in a way. So when I post this video on YouTube, I want people to give me a fallback when I post this video. Liz, trust me, I know Liz's game. I know she a player. I already know. Liz damn sure knows how to play the game, and it takes a hell of a lot to fool me. Trust me, she wasn't fooling me before, but she kind of fooled me this time around when she was being all nice to Jason and stuff like that, not bashing, saying, you know, because of her friendship with Jason, I assume that she put all her game playing aside and that she was going to be happy with you, and she finally moved on from Jason and Lucky and them. But apparently, I was wrong. I misjudged. But trust me, I know Liz's game when Lucky was around before he left town. She lied and said that she, you know, tried to pretend like she had a breakdown like his mother did just to keep him around. That was the game changer for me and why I didn't like her before. But now it's like Elizabeth, trust me, I know her game. She wants her cake and eat it too, trust me. But like I said, it takes a hell of a lot to fool me. But this time around, she pulled the wool over my eyes and made me oblivious to what she was trying to do by not bashing Sam, because it doesn't do her any justice to bash Sam. One of the people that commented on my on the video yesterday informed me of that, and I'm glad they did, because you know what, I was starting to lose sight. I'm starting to fall into the goody Elizabeth, which I knew was too damn good to be true. Especially from Elizabeth. I mean, come on. Especially when there was a man involved that she once had a past with. Of course, there would be feelings there, and of course, she might want that back. Anyway, Steve. Seriously, Steve, don't try to lecture Jason and all that, talking about he's a married man. Motherfucker, please. Your sister ain't innocent, and his Dr. Wrinkle ass need to go sit down somewhere. They need to give him a fucking storyline, because he's starting to piss me off. He has really no purpose on this show. He does nothing for me on this show. He's not boosting ratings. It was because of his dumbass storylines. Katie Couric was going to take the GH slot. It's tired of him. Please do something with his story. Marry him and Olivia off. Do something with him. Let Heather accidentally poison his ass or something. Do something with the character. But he's starting to piss me off. Anyway, Michael and Star. Let me jump to Michael and Star. Best chemistry on the show. Let me tell you something. They were one of my favorite couples on this show as of this moment. Michael and Star got one of the best chemistries I've seen in a while. The best. I love them together. They bring so much peace to the show. You know, like they bring so much peace to the show away from the drama, and I like it. It's just like I love the relationship that they have and how he be blushing, you know, whenever he talk about Star, and how Star be blushing when she talk about Michael. I like that. Speaking of relationship, where the hell is Dante? Why they don't really show Dante and Lulu together that much? They haven't really been showing too much of Dante lately. What is he, taking time off or something? They don't really show him that much no more. He used to be almost on every episode, him and Lulu. Now it's like they recurring. The fuck is up with that? Todd and Heather. Today episode was the only episode I think I was not bored with Heather Weber. Surprisingly. She surprised me. I'm liking her and Todd tag teaming and shit going up against Johnny. I'm liking it. Johnny Zakara, to me, has run its course. He's ran his course on this show. It's time for him to go. To me, he was never really major player. I thought he was probably, you know, he was never, for me, a major player on this show. To me, he should have been on recurring status from time to time. The Zakaras have ran their course on this show. It's time for them to go, bring in a new mob family, new mob rivals. You know what I'm saying? It's time for Johnny to go. Skedaddle. Skid fucking daddle. Bye. Love The Office, though. Love what he did with Luke's old office. Like I said before, I love it, but he got to go. I like how Commissioner Devane, she's so smart, like, because she's dead on what she feels is going on with Heather Weber and him. And she's dead set on proving Johnny is the one that shot his father, or his grandfather. I love Heather Weber. No disrespect to Mac, but I think Mac would have probably took a little while longer to smarten up to what the fuck was going on. Commissioner Devane is a sharp bitch. I love her. Luke might want to keep that. She's smart. Um, but yeah, like today's episode's good. Todd and Heather Weber are fucking comical together. Um, I thought she put in a listening device or a bug or something like that in the Johnny office. I was kind of a little surprised when she put that camera in there though. I was like, that's a smart. You do not want Heather Weber investigating you, cause trust me, she got the dirt on damn near everybody in that town at the moment. Trust me, that's a dangerous bitch right there. Um, but yeah, back to Elizabeth. Bitch, go back to Ewan, please. Stop messing around with Jason and go to Ewan. Game recognized game, and trust me, she be trying to pull that game. I'm pissed at Elizabeth now because that bitch try to play me, and I don't like that shit. Trying to pull the wool over my eyes, and it ain't easy to trick me. But she did it so damn convincing. I thought she was really starting to change, but damn, I was fooled. I got her ass though. Trust it. Anyway, Sam and Jason, they really do need to bounce back from this because I want to see the old Sam and Jason. She say Jason changed, but you changed too. The previews for next episode is really gonna really kind of piss me off a little bit with Sam. I'm sorry, but it looks like it's gonna be a Sam bashing for me on that video. I'm telling you, because she gonna bust in there and be like, "Oh, you kissed my husband or whatever." I'm like, "Bitch, you kissed McBain." And had Jason not seen you do it, I bet you she wasn't gonna tell Jason. Conniving ass. That's all I'm just saying. But I mean, like, game recognize game and real recognize real. If you gonna go ahead and bash your husband for kissing Elizabeth or whatever, how about you fess up to him about you and McBaney? That's the only reason why he kissed Liz in the first place. You know how Jason is, tooth for a tooth, eye for an eye. I don't agree with neither one of them kissing other people while they still married or whatever, but damn, it is what it is at the end of the day. She ain't got no room to criticize Jason. But like I said before, Jason got something for her ass. You want to throw stones, he gonna throw a bigger one back at her ass. Anyway, I'm out until tomorrow. See y'all later.